Hey guys, Morbidale here. We're from All the Gear and No Idea, and I'm just going to do another Heaven benchmark because let's just get it running so we can get that out of the way. Benchmark, right? Because I don't know if you're one of the few people that saw my previous video when I did a Unigine. I actually had it on the super high settings and everything, and looking back now, that was probably didn't give you an accurate reading. Most people that do a Unigine benchmark do it just open and run. So now I whacked it all up, so that might not give the right settings. Now some people have kind of replied saying, oh well, how come you got such low settings? Well, because I was running it on like the highest setting possible. So I'm doing this video now, and it's just open run. It's at stock clocks, so I haven't overclocked. Well, I've overclocked the GPU, but I've put it back to stock settings on this to give you a more accurate reading of what you'll get out of the box. So just doing this video, but as this is being recorded now, which is May 2012, Nvidia are rolling out their 600 series GPUs. I think currently there's the 680 and the 690 have just come out. The 690 looks all owning, but yeah, in the UK I don't think you get much change out of 900 quid for them. So might not get it this month. But so really, if you're looking to buy or upgrade your graphics card, probably now is probably not the best time to do it, because they'll probably roll out 570, they'll probably roll out 560, and maybe do a 5.6 Ti or whatever. So you know, I would maybe hold off for a couple of months until the 600 series kind of shakes out, and maybe look at getting yourself a 670. As I said, if you haven't seen this already, this is MSI Twinfrozr III Power Edition GTX 570 that I'm running on this, so it'll be in the description. So if you're looking for a graphics card, I would probably hold off right now, because the 600 series and the 7000 series of the AMD cards are rolling out. So you know, if you want to do it, this graphics card now has actually come down. I've seen it for about £220 now. I think when I bought it, it was about 270, 280. Maybe a little bit less. I think they were over 300 when they first come out. But you know, this is a cracking card. I can run Battlefield 3 with all the bells and whistles at 1080p, and you know, it's happy. I think I'm getting probably around the 60 frames per second mark, which is easily playable. So if you want one now, then by all means. But I think if you was really looking to make an investment and you want something long term, I'd wait until the 600 series, you know, things shake out, when they bring out, you know, the 660 and the 670, and you know, whether they do TIs or they do like what they did with the 200 series, where you actually had like 275s and stuff like that, rather than 270 and 280. There was something in between. So frame rates are hovering in 44 frames per second. Minimum frame rate has been 26.8. That was probably at the very beginning, and the maximum frame rate is actually 110.2, which is obviously just for one bit, where it actually jumps up to over 100, and it's at the very beginning where it cuts for it, you have a really low frame rate. So obviously everything in between is more interesting. I don't know if you can see that I didn't run fraps whilst running this, because I didn't want it to actually affect performance. So that's why I haven't actually got fraps running, and I'm filming it off the camera. And if I filmed using fraps actually locks the frame rate. So again, you wouldn't get an actual read, because even though that's saying 52.3, if I was recording this with fraps, it would lock at whatever I put it at, you know, 30 or 40 or 60 frames a second or whatever. So we're nearly over. Let's see what the grand score is. Drum roll, please. That does look cool. So, so as you can see, we averaged 46.5 frames a second. We scored 1171 on the scores. Minimum frame rate was 26.8. The maximum frame rate was 110.2. Now, I'm going to have to actually have a look at this, because if you look really closely, it says GTX 275. Now, my 275 is still in there. I have that like running like a third monitor, like I run into my TV or something. So why is it recognising a GTX 275 when there's believe me, there is a GTX 570 in there. If you can get those scores on a 275, hats off to you. And I've got it, the 275 is actually on the lower PCI Express slot. The 570 is at the upper one, and I've unplugged it from the monitor and everything. It's still being powered, but believe me, viewers, it's a GTX 570. So anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll do another video soon when I've got a bit more free time. Take it easy. See you later.